Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome back to another rapid fire critique where I take your best 10 photos and give them a critiquey McCritiquerson, and it's brought to you by my app, My Gear Vault. It's the best way to input, organize, and protect your gear. We all have camera gear, so how are you organizing and protecting it? Well, you can use my app because it's absolutely free. You can download it right now in the Apple App Store. Just look for My Gear Vault or go to mygearvault.com, and it's coming at the end of June for Android. So let's get into the critiquey McCritiquerson. So here we have by Moroz Anton, and it says, "To be judged. You will be judged." And here we go with the judging. First things first, I look at the camera because I want to know what they're shooting with. Because if they're shooting with the best of the best and their photos suck, then I'm going to tell them that their photos suck in a more harsher way than if somebody is just trying harder. Well, you know what I'm saying. EOS 500D. I don't even know which one the 500D is. Which one is the 500D? Canon EOS T something I. Wow. All right. T1i. Holy Jesus, that's the old one. Okay. What lens is this? 55 to 250. That's the kit lens that came with it. ISO 100 at f6.3. All right, I get it. I don't dislike it. I actually like the little bit of color hint that is in there. It's not totally too blown out or overexposed in the background. More up at the top in this area, but it's okay. It's not the greatest shot in the world. I actually would have liked to have seen closer, maybe focusing, zooming in on these trees over here and coming up with something cool there. But that's, look, I'm not in the same situation as they were, so I don't know what they were. And remember this, guys, a critique is just a critique. I'm not in the situation that this photographer's in to know what they were going through in order to get what they were going to get. But all I'm doing is just throwing different pieces of doo-doo against the wall, and hopefully something sticks for somebody out there. That's the point of the critiques. It's not about tearing somebody down completely or building them up to be the greatest in the world. It's about giving some feedback and pointing some things out that maybe you didn't think about, or I didn't even think about, that could help you. And I'm going to rotate back here. All right, moving on to the next one. Woo, roads. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. I'm not so sure about the focus. Oh, it's focused over here. If I had to guess, it's more focused here than it is here. This is one of those times where you could shoot at f22 and probably get away with it because you're at 100 ISO at 1/400th of a second, 5.6. Let's build the math to f8, f11, f16, f22. 4 stops. Okay, let's get rid of 4. Oh, well, we could make up 4 stops of light in multiple different ways, but let's take shutter speed, for example. Let's say we're on a tripod. Let's see, how do we break down 4 stops? We go from 400 to 200 is 1 stop. 200 to 100 is another stop. You know what? And so now we're at 100th of a second. Let's take 2 stops from the ISO to get the same exact exposure that we see right here. This is good math. This actually works. 2 stops. So 200 ISO, 400 ISO. So now at 1/100th of a second at f22 at 400 ISO, you just built yourself a perfect exposure that's going to get even everything more so in focus, and I would focus somewhere and make this shot good. But I like the colors, I like the tones. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I do like what's going on, though. I shake my head at this more because this is more of that trying hard snapshot. One f8, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just you got this big fireball in the sky, we like to call the sun here on Earth, and it's just a boring shot. But I would say, because that fireball is so fireball-y up there, if you were to focus in on this tree and this reflection, not getting the fireball-y in the sky, get the 55 to 250 out again, and focus in on getting an interesting composition either horizontally or vertically with just this. Maybe even if you got the reflection of the tree as the ripples, that could be better in this tough, harsh environment, trying to get this picture with the big fireball in the sky that we call the sun here on Earth. That could have been done differently because it's not a very good shot and I am judging you. I'm a fox. I'm a fox. Hurrah. I'm going to curl up right here in the snow. And is it a fox? I certainly hope it's a fox now that I said that. 1.4. Why? ISO 3200. Wow. This must have been pretty dark out. Okay. All right. It's pretty good. It's the fox in its or dog or something in its natural environment. Why are you sleeping in the snow, mister? The color's interesting. The tones are interesting. Nice try with the 1.4. I mean, you got really close to this animal. I hope it's a dog. I think it's a dog. I don't think it's actually a fox upon further review. It's all right. It's all right. It's just all right. Here's another thing you could do. Try a wider shot this time. Also, try to get some of the scene in there. Make it black and white and see how that works. I do like the tones in it, but very interesting shot. It's okay. All right. Looks like they popped a flash off to light up the trees here and got the Milky Way. Now, this is nice. Let's see. f4.5 at 12 millimeters with the EOS 5D Mark III. So it looks like they've been upgraded to the 5D Mark III. When you're shooting stars, Anyway, when you're shooting stars like this, I learned quickly when I was out at the Grand Canyon, shoot wide open. Try to focus on something in the sky. I know people say infinity and pull back a little bit. I personally tried to focus on something in the sky, like a star, if I could, because I thought that would give me a better chance of getting things in focus. You want to keep the shutter speed below 20 seconds roughly, because, I mean, this is at 30, but anything really more than 30, you're going to start to get some motion blur, which is going to make everything look like it's not sharp, because what's rotating, right? The world, the Earth, is rotating around the moon, right? We rotate around the moon? No, we don't rotate them on the moon. But anyway, the Earth is rotating, and so that's going to cause the stars to move, because we're moving, they're not. Popping off the flash, I get it, lighting this up. If you were to find something more interesting than these trees, it would be cooler, in my opinion. So that's why you see a lot of landmarks or monuments or natural or current rock formations that people light up in the foreground and then show the Milky Way there. But it's a nice shot in terms of getting the exposure there and getting things right and picking up a shot like this. I don't see a plane in the sky. Oh, up here you can see the movement happening because of 30 seconds. So try not to go 30 seconds. That's very nice. Nice job right there. 50 millimeter 1.4, f7.1. Yeah, this is very nice. I like the color. I like the tones. I like your muted nature of it. It gives it a very, I mean, we know it's cold, but I also like it because what I get from the muted color is that it's wintertime, which is more a lower mood time of year. So I do like this. This is nice. I like the focus in on the icicle, whatever the ice is. It looks good. Nice job. No. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Nope. Nope. And don't yell at me. All I can say is no. But it's just a fire. It's a snapshot of a fire. You're close to it. Maybe you shouldn't be that close to it. All that smoke and fire and stuff. But just no. Maybe black and white would make it look interesting. But there's nothing, like I don't see a person running on fire. Not that I want to see that. I don't want to see that. But in terms of anything, it's just a picture of a fire. So you asked to be judged. You've just been judged. I think you've done it. Wait a second. There were more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit, that's my fault. My bad. I'm sorry. There's still more to be judged. All right. Longer exposure. This is at 30 seconds. I like the clouds moving. I like the stars there. Less than 30 seconds, and I don't want to see the horizon down here. I don't want to see this stuff out of focus in the background. Also, the lighthouse isn't straight. I would like it to be more straight. Or you could also then focus in more on the lighthouse aspect of it, and you could try something like this with that type of angle, or you could go horizontal, and you can still keep the clouds and the stars in there, and I would possibly cut it here, possibly cut it here, possibly cut it here, or even if you did this, something a little different, I probably would yell at you for cutting off the bottom of the thing. That's why I would say more up in this case, because anywhere else seems to hurt me, and I don't like the horizon, what's going on back here. I don't like these lights or anything like that. Moving on. All right, that's not bad. Looking up into the sky, that 12 to 24 you guys seem to like. So nice, little longer exposure at night, 30 seconds, at 1000 ISO. It's fine. It's not the most extravagant thing in the world, but it's okay. It's nice that you got out there and tried and practiced. And what the hell is that not in focus? F2.8, 70 millimeters. You got a 24 to 72.8 now. So you've upgraded 1/500th of a second. It's just not in focus. No, there's motion blur. There's something happening here. Even at 1/500th of a second, it's just off. Yeah, no, that shouldn't be out of focus at 1/500th of a second in terms of blurriness. It's an interesting, ghostly looking image, but something's got to be sharp in it. I got to see something sharper. And I don't see that, so I don't like that image very much. I mean, I like the colors, I like the tones, I like your editing on it, but I don't like the fact that there's nothing sharp. There's no focal point in terms of that. So now you've officially been judged. Get rid of this fiery picture. The others are pretty darn good. Well, pretty good, not darn good, but you got some good ones in here. I like what's going on mostly. That's it. That's your rapid fire critique, guys. If you'd like to submit your best 10 images to be judged by me and the rest of the world and the community, go to bit.ly/FroCritiques to submit your best 10 images. And if you haven't already done so, please whip out your phone right now if you have an iPhone and type in My Gear Vault into the Apple App Store and download it because it's free. It's free to sign up. I know once you use it, you're going to enjoy it. This is my app. I love the damn thing, and a lot of people are liking it out there, and it's coming soon for Android. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Jared, PolinFroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.